Welcome back to the show. Our next guest, I take my hat off to. Not only is he a great talent, he's got a very, very kind heart. This man was one of the amazing talents on Australian X Factor. Please put your hands together for Timmy Knowles.
The sadness in your mind, in the place you keep, is aching in your hide, in the shape of your knee. And when you're down, you feel it burning, but you don't wear it on your face. It's been that way since you left that day. But you knew that time would pass, and all the things we said would never last. And I thought that things might change, but there's nothing in this world that could ever make me love again, not like I loved you. There's whiskey on your breath, you're smoking cigarettes again. You got a million mates, not a single friend. You warm, and a roof that keeps you dry, but you close your doors, so you're alone inside. And stand strong, you stand proud. It's not hard to lose faith when you're falling down. I'm there too. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that nothing else will ever do, not like I loved you. But you found a new love, and that's okay. With a smile in your eyes, how can I complain? Not little girls can smile like you, and I bet she's an angel, 'cause her mom's one too. I just hope that he pulls his weight, doing chores around the house, telling you you're great. And I hope that he loves you like I do. I hope he loves you like I do. Does he love you like I do?
Wow. Timmy Knowles, you are
How you doing?
a music sensation. Thank you very much for coming on the
No
platform.
worries.
Please take a seat.
Thank you.
And tell me about the great journey.
The great journey.
X Factor, mate. I watched very carefully, but I was very impressed when I saw your performance. Now, was that in 2016?
Yeah, X Factor was the back half of 2016. We did that. Yeah.
How did it all start, Timmy? How did it all start?
How did X Factor start?
No,
Or
your whole life.
The whole life.
Your whole life.
That's a long story.
How can we're so lucky to have such a deep and exciting musician on our couch? Because you're very deep, and I know you write music as well, and I think you might even meditate. You've got a very calm nature about you. But where did the passion come from?
Well, played music for as long as I can remember. Singing came much, much later. But yeah, instrument-wise, I've always played instruments since I was very young. I'm fortunate to come from a family where that was supported. I went to good schools that had good music programs.
Which school did you go to?
I went to Essendon Primary School over in the north of Melbourne, and I went to Strathmore High School.
In a school band?
No, I was in bands outside of school.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I did my lessons in school and then my practice outside of that, if that makes sense.
And how does a guy who leaves school all of a sudden end up on Australian X Factor?
Well, the next 10 years, I moved to Europe. I spent 10 years travelling and playing there, which is where...
Where did you go?
I went everywhere, really. I lived and played in most countries over there at one stage or another.
What an adventure.
Yeah, it was great.
What was your favourite place there, Timmy?
Favourite experience I had there would be Spain, I think. Spain's where I'd see myself retiring one day.
Did you fall in love?
Yeah, several times, yeah.
Did you come back with anybody?
No, I didn't, no.
Are you single?
I am single,
Another bloke.
Yeah.
First we had the other guy, Darren Sutton. We're going to get so many phone calls from all our viewers, both male and female.
Yeah.
And X Factor, how does a person get onto the stage of X Factor Australia?
Well, after 10 years of travel, I came back to Melbourne. It wasn't under the best circumstances that I came back, so it was a bit rocky when I first got back. I eventually built my music career here. And X Factor, every year, those sorts of shows will scout certain people and try and get you to come and audition just so they know that they've got some musicians coming in. And that's how it happened. They asked me. I turned 30 that year, so I was pretty depressed and having a very early midlife crisis. And I think that's how they talked me into it. And I think the further I progressed in the show, I didn't take it very seriously at all, but the further I progressed, the more my friends and family started to think it was a good thing.
Amazing to me. It sounded that's what you needed. That spark sometimes to get you out of the rut, because you seem very happy now and healthy. Let's have a look at your life.
Climb on board, we'll go slow, high tempo, light and dark, hold me hard and mellow, seeing the pain, seeing the pleasure, nobody but you, nobody but me, body but us, bodies together. Now I wanna hold you close tonight and always, wanna wake up next to you. So we'll piss off the neighbors, and the place you'll feel your tears, place you'll feel your fears, reckless behavior, loving and fighting on it, it's a paradise and it's a war zone.
Timmy Knowles, what a spectacular performance. Love that song, bro. Love that song. And when I see that song, I see artistic talent and also a bit of sadness comes through. You were saying before you came back from Europe and a bit of rocky ground. What happened?
It was covered fairly extensively on the show. I think it was a big reason I probably got through on the show, because they like a dramatic story. But towards the end of my time, I was living in the UK, and I was sadly the victim of a kidnapping and a hostage situation that went a bit. Well, it didn't go that badly because I'm still alive, but it was a bit traumatic.
I do recall. God bless you.
Yeah.
And that was a difficult situation. And how did that resolve?
It resolved with me coming home, actually. I think I'd probably still be in Europe had that not have happened. But yeah, my after a traumatic experience like that, your mental state's not very strong. So I had to get clear, and I had to be around family and all that sort of stuff. So that's how it resolved.
After that spectacular performance on X Factor, what sort of phone calls did you get? I mean, the bench were clearly excited. You know, there was a wow factor there.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, the performances I did on that show were probably some of the worst I've ever done. I know a lot of people say that, but they really were for a mixture of different reasons. So I wasn't too happy with them. But yeah, I got a lot of opportunities. I do a lot of acting work, and funnily enough, I probably got more acting work out of X Factor than I did music work at that early stage, at least. Yeah.
What an amazing career. Timmy, thank you very much for coming on the couch. You're
Thank you
an
for having me.
amazing musician and producer, but we'll have you go on again. All the very best.
Great. Thanks
thank you
very
very
much. Okay, cheers, mate.